Somebody give me the word that's going to go. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Museum of the Southern Jewish Experience. My name is Kenneth Hoffman. I'm the Executive Director. I'm very excited that you're here tonight to help us dedicate the museum by affixing a Mezuzah. For all of you who spent many hours in temple during Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, good news, this is going to take less than 10 minutes. The first thing I'd like to do is to introduce the chair of our board, Mr. Jay Tannenbaum. Say a few words, Jay.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Let me tell you that it's a very proud and happy moment for us. I'm joined here by other of our board members and some of their spouses. I want to, in particular, recognize Morris Mintz, who is a vice chair of the museum. Rusty Palmer is a vice chair of the museum. We came together, hard to know, 5 or 6 years ago with a dream. And today, longer, at least 10 years we've worked to create this museum. But for the last 5 or 6, I think rather intensely. And we came together to create what has now become a reality. We had hoped to have a big celebration this weekend and invite everyone, all of you perhaps watching and many more from around the country to celebrate with us. But we're going to defer that a little while the country gets more into the recovery from the current pandemic. But we know that that's going to happen, and everyone will be welcome to come back to New Orleans and come back to see the Museum of the Southern Jewish Experience as soon as they feel safe in doing so. But we can't wait to dedicate our museum until that time occurs. And as most of you know, in the Jewish tradition, to dedicate a home, we should bless it and place the mezuzah with a special prayer inside on the doorpost of the house. This is our house. This is your house. This is your family's legacy that we represent here, and we're telling the stories, and we're conveying some very positive messages about the Jewish experience in the American South, and further than that, the immigrant experience in America itself. So let's dedicate the museum now by attaching the mezuzah. You will notice that we're doing it just inside our door because outside of our door here, the traditional place, there's actually no space to do that, just in terms of how this building was constructed. So let me now invite Kenneth to help us to dedicate, and we will join him in affixing the mezuzah.
So I'm just going to say a couple of words, and then we do a very short prayer. And then I will start to affix this, and I'm going to pass the ceremonial screwdriver on to Jay, on to Morris, on to Rusty. And so we'll start by saying, in the spirit of our Jewish faith, we dedicate this museum with prayers of thanksgiving and invoke upon it the blessing of God. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu likboa mezuzah. Blessed is God, ruler of the universe, by whose mitzvot we are hallowed, and he commands us to affix the mezuzah.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Hold on to that. And if I can get that. That's right. If you break it, you buy it. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to pass this on to Jay. Jay, you can either finish that screw, or you can start the bottom one.
Start the bottom.
Okay. Wait, I have the screw. So hold on. The screw there.
There.
Give me some of that. There. Now it's on your
I don't get my screws. And I want to share this honor with Morris and Rusty and our other board members.
All right, Rusty, you're up on those screwdriver.
Keith, you want to take a little turn? Keith Katz.
Member of our board also, yes. Where's Mark?
All right,
That's
then.
awesome. Oh, Janice?
Deborah?
I mean, Deborah.
Deborah.
Deborah. Deborah
This is Deborah.
Lansdorf Jacobs, another board member from Atlanta.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
And now we're going to end with a traditional prayer that Jews say at all special occasions called the Shehechianu. If you know it, you can say it along in the Hebrew. Ready? Baruch atah Adonai Elokeinu melech haolam Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu b'zman haseh. Blessed is God, ruler of the universe, for giving us life, sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this joyous occasion. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, and come to see the Museum of the Southern Jewish Experience.
Hand that man
We're
the
open
screwdriver.
6 days a week.
Hand that guy the screwdriver.
Let him do that. Finish it up.
Mark Stein.
I'm being
Tighten this up.
You're just
Tighten this up.
Just a twist. I want to invite everyone that's here who wants to have a picture. Help me